Vincent Maher, your strategies on Mail and Guardian Online.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Tell us about Mail and Guardian Online. Why is it becoming so popular?
Well, we have a wide array of products. We produce the news, but we also have a mobile website so that people can get their news on their cell phones. And we're doing a lot of work in the area of blogging and social media, Web 2.0. So we've been quite innovative over the last 8 months, and I think that's really what's been contributing to an increase that we're seeing in our readership.
From an editorial point of view, we would talk to an editor. When you talk about a strategist, what would you be doing on the publication? Well, if it's called a publication.
I sit between the business manager and the editor, and what I do is I kind of map out the technology trends for the next couple of years and what direction we need to go in terms of our product development.
And what sort of value does that outlook add to this environment, the Highway Conference?
Well, I've been sitting on panels and debates where we're talking about the future of the technology, and also some of the issues that are coming out that are emerging from our implementation of them. So we've discovered certain things that some people haven't yet started to do those kind of things, so we can pass on that knowledge and share it.
What value does technology add to the provision of news?
Well, I think, firstly, there are different audiences, so some people don't necessarily want to consume their media via a newspaper. But there are also other things that we can do with that news, like we can allow people to share the news and discuss the news in an interactive environment.
I'm interested in whether it's complementary or if it completely does away with, makes the newspapers obsolete.
Right. Well, we don't have a big sort of overlap between our print and our online readership. So in a sense, they don't
There's
compete.
Different markets.
Right, they're different markets, but also people go to the online product for a different type of thing. If you sit down with a newspaper, you want a physical thing in your hands that you can read, slowly and at your leisure. And online is sort of quick, in and out.
We were talking earlier and you said something about blogging, and that's something that's really popular these days, and Mail and Guardian encourages that as well.
Absolutely. So we've launched a blog hosting product called Amagama, where people can go and create their own blogs. But we also have created what's called a blog.
That's interesting, because everybody's talking about Facebook these days. Is that competition to Facebook?
It's sort of a parallel thing. I think a blog is more of a completely personal space, whereas Facebook is a social environment. But you can plug your blog into Facebook. So,
what do you do with the information that goes into blog spaces? Because people say a lot there.
You have to filter it. I think that's the important thing. So there are products coming out like Amatomu that allow you to by category search blogs and to find the really good quality stuff. And those sort of products, what they do is they create a hierarchy so you can tell who the most popular bloggers are on a particular day on a particular topic.
Who watches that?
The bloggers, the blog readers. There were 600,000 people a month, according to the latest stats, who read blogs every day in South African blogs. Right, and globally there's 70 million blogs. So we're talking really big numbers here.
And growing.
And growing all the time.
What does it do for a blogger to input their information into a blog site?
Well, I think for them it's a type of personal expression. It's like giving everybody in the world a printing press. So, and they get to express themselves, and also if they've experienced something that they want to share. Some people use it for political activism, some people use it to talk about their cats. So it really depends on your personal preference.
Just give us some more information on I'm interested, and I think it's quite exciting. The name is a Zulu name. It means words. And why was that?
Well, we have this sort of AMA strategy. So we have Amatomo, which is reins for steering traffic in the blogosphere, Amagama for hosting your blogs. And we just wanted something that sounded quite African, and we didn't want to sound like some kind of US site sort of moving into Africa. We really wanted to give it a local flavor.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Vincent Maher is the strategist at the Mail and Guardian Online, and he says they have a blog called Amagama. That's our contribution to the show this morning, coming to you from Grahamstown, and that's it for today. We'll see you again tomorrow morning, and it's back to Johannesburg, where McFarlane is standing by with the latest. We're going to go to Wertherfest and then McFarlane. Goodbye, Africa.
Hi there. Well, the warm temperatures are still persisting over the southern parts of the continent. However, there is a cold front coming into South Africa today, bringing with it some isolated and scattered showers and a bit of rain towards the peninsular areas and adjacent interior. Also, a warning out for gale force northwesterly winds coming in ahead of that cold front. It's quite a deep system, but it's rooted quite far south of the continent. Up in the north, we have some isolated showers and thunder showers coming into the northern and central parts of Angola, and that is bringing with it some partly cloudiness. Also, some partly cloudiness stretching out over the eastern parts of South Africa, but there is still a warning out for the northeastern sectors of South Africa and for Swaziland for runaway fires. Isolated showers and thunder showers stretching out over the tropical band. Some early morning activity expected from the highlands of Ethiopia in towards the far eastern parts of Sudan. Otherwise, for later this afternoon, those partly cloudy conditions then evolving into some thunderstorms for those eastern parts and as well as the central parts of the DRC. Temperatures for today into the upper 20s and low